Hey guys, so I'm doing this video just to show you guys a few movies that I own that if you're either a rocker, a metalhead, or barely getting into the music, or want to get people into the music, you could probably ease them in with the following. They're either I think I have two documentaries that I actually own, and the rest are movies or cameos. So for the first movie, we have Repo the Genetic Opera. In this movie, we have Brightman, which is an opera singer, but in this movie, it's more like a gothy feel. We also have Joan Jett in this movie. She plays an awesome solo, and it's like punk rock meets rockish type chick. So number 2, we have the movie The Labyrinth, and I love this movie because David Bowie is in it. See? Right there. And for number 3, we have Dark Shadows. In Dark Shadows, you can see Alice Cooper, which is one of my favorite artists. He actually plays the song No More Mr. Nice Guy. For number 4, we have the movie Detroit Rock City. Basically, this whole movie is about kids or teenagers wanting to go see a Kiss concert, and it's basically produced and directed, I think, by the actual band Kiss. And for number 5, we have the movie Rockstar. And in this movie, it's basically a guy who's in a cover band, and he gets actually discovered by one of his videos that was taken on a live shot, and he becomes a new singer for the band that he idolizes. And it's a really awesome soundtrack. I think Sebastian Bach actually is the dude that does the vocals. And for number 6, we have the movie The Doors. It's basically about just Jim Morrison's life and a documentary of what he went through, all the drug ordeals and the albums, his idea. He was basically a poet that became a songwriter. So for number 7 and 8, I actually have 2 movies for you guys. I have Get Him to the Greek, and I have Forget Him to Marshall. And in these 2 movies, it's basically like a rocker guy, which is Russell Brand right here, whatever, here. His band Infant Sorrow. It's actually a really awesome soundtrack for both movies. You get Dracula's Lament in this one, which is pretty cool. Oh, kind of gothy, awesome for me. And yeah, so rock band type shit. For number 9, I have the movie Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages is basically a movie where they sing 80s songs, and it's chicks and dudes basically just covering their songs and making a big musical about it. So for number 10, I have Wayne's World. In Wayne's World, not only do they sing Bohemian Rhapsody like Queen, but you actually get the awesome Alice Cooper. So the 11th movie I have for you guys is This Is Spinal Tap. It's actually a really awesome soundtrack, and it's about a band that I guess you could say that people thought it was a real band, but it's just like a fake documentary, and they actually became really famous because of this movie. So yeah. So for the 12th movie that I have for you guys is Zakk. This movie is actually one of my favorites, even though it's kind of cheesy and it's supposed to be like a horror comedy. It actually has the Michael McDowell, Iggy Pop, and it has Alice Cooper in it. It's actually really cool. The songs are really catchy, really awesome. Check it out. So number 13 that I have for you guys is School of Rock. In School of Rock, you basically get metal education. They talk about AC/DC, they talk about Black Sabbath, and they basically, they get taught instruments, and you get to see the development of, a band of kids actually start enjoying the music. So for the 14th movie I have for you guys, Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. In this movie, you actually see David Grohl as the devil playing the drums really epically, and he actually plays guitar here too. And obviously these two guys, which is Jack Black and Kyle Gass, which they have their band, and it's really good too. The 15th movie I have for you guys is the movie The Rocker. It has a few tints of comedy, but it also has like speed metal qualities because of the band Vesuvius. It's like basically like really old, kind of like 80s metal, I believe. If you listen to it, let me know. I think it's like speed metal. Yeah. The 16th movie I have for you guys is Airheads. In this movie, in the crowd, like, after you see that they're, like, kidnapping people in the radio station, you actually see, Lemmy Kilmister of Motorhead in the crowd. Which is pretty freaking epic. So, for the next following movies that I'll show you guys, I'm going to try to do these as quick as possible. These are just, like, brief cameos that you actually see in these movies. So for the cameos, I'll start off with Pee-wee's Big Adventure. In Pee-wee's Big Adventure, you see Twisted Sister, like, very briefly, but they're actually in it. Next up, for number 2 of cameos, we have Back to the Future. He plays more of an acting role in this, but you actually see Flea in this. So for the third one in cameos, we have the movie Ace Ventura. In Ace Ventura, you actually see Cannibal Corpse playing, and he's singing with them. They're actually pretty awesome live. Yeah. So up next, we have Saw. In the Saw movies, you actually see an actress called Shawnee Smith. She has a band called Fidola Hope. Whoever doesn't know this band, you should really check it out. It's punk rock, and it's really cool. Also, in one of the Saw movies, you get to see Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. Up next, we also have Prestige. In Prestige, you get to see David Bowie playing the part of Tesla, very briefly, but he's still nonetheless important for this movie. We also have Little Nicky. In this movie, you see Ozzy Osbourne, and he actually like tears off the head off the bat, like, you know, the whole story and everything. So yeah. So one of my favorite documentaries for anyone who wants to learn about metal, rock, and all its genre, all its branches, you should really check this out. It's the Metal Headbangers Journey. Yeah. So check it out. Literally has a timetable, interviews, basically everything you need, like a Bible. One of the movies that I wish to own that I don't own, it's actually a black metal documentary. It's called Until the Light Takes Us. Also, there's another one that's, I've seen it like on YouTube and those sorts of stuff. I think it's like a documentary actual page. It's called The Decline of Western Civilization. So, I know there's a lot of metal documentaries, like on DVD or Blu-ray, and like, you know, cameos of like artists, musicians, like rockers, metalheads, and so forth that are out there. I may not know them all or own them all, but if I missed anything and like you just want to share it with other people, just comment below, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think.